One day Mr. Mandela came back from the quarry and he wanted to know, where's Danny? I haven't seen Danny today. I'm Danny. And Mr. Mandela's cell is at the bottom of the corridor where the entrance is. My cell's on top of the corridor. So he comes all the way up to my cell. He sits down on the floor and he comforts me. He's then gone. He went back to his cell, locked up in his cell, single cell. I was locked up in mine. We were only 30 of us. My universe was 30 people. We were not allowed to mix with anybody else. Not allowed to see people. They were not allowed to see us. Next morning, Mr. Mandela comes in my cell. Came walking up the corridor with his bucket under his arm. He put his bucket down in my cell on the floor. He sat down next to me, and again he comforted me. And then he got up. He picked up his bucket under one arm. He picked up my bucket on the other arm. And he walked down the toilet. The toilet is narrower. It's 1.5 of this there with cells one opposite each other. He walked down the toilet. He went down the corridor. Went to the common toilet in the yard. Emptied the contents of my bucket. Cleaned my bucket. And brought it back to me. Now, to put this story into context, Mr. Mandela, an international figure, the leader of the most powerful organization fighting the apartheid government, the most important prisoner in South Africa, he could have instructed any of his members to go and look after Danny. He could have looked the other way. He was under no obligation to help me. Still, he came to help me. And who was I? I was an entity. I was the only prisoner of my organization on Robben Island. I had no political muscle, I had no muscle of any kind. I had no education. Yet he came down to me, and he came down to my level in more ways than one. Why did he come to assist me? He came to assist me because he's such a magnanimous man.
Yeah.
My mind is he's one of the greatest persons to walk the face of the earth in human history. He is tremendous. After 27 years in jail, 27 years in the dungeons of apartheid, he was released. When he walked across that threshold from prison life into civilian life, he faced assassination. He did not falter. First time he saw a big sky as a free man. After 27 years, ladies and gentlemen, how do you behave after 27 years cut off from society? First time he saw a big sky, he saw trees, he saw women, he saw girls, he saw babies, he saw colors. You don't see colors in prison. Everything is grey. The people shouting and screaming, trying to touch him. And all these new senses assaulting him, assaulting his mind. And he walked through that crowd, holding his wife by the hand, Winnie Mandela, holding him by the hand. He walked through that crowd with dignity, with courage, with nobility. He graciously acknowledged the cheers of the people. Graciously. He was tremendous. 6-7 hours later, after 27 years in jail, he's on the balcony of the City Hall steps in Cape Town. He addresses 80,000 to 100,000 people. And through this huge crowd, he addresses the world. And the people, Africans, are calling to Mr. Mandela, we want revenge. We want revenge. Look what they got. They got everything. They got farms, they got big houses, they got tennis courts, they got swimming pools, they got motor cars, they got everything. What have we got? What have we got? We haven't even got education. There was the only education they had was a Bantu education, inferior. But Wood said the black man must be educated to the limit where he can help the white man. They were cruel people. They were fanatical people. They believed that God said they were the chosen people. God said Africans are there for at your disposal. They must answer to you, your commands. So, Mr. Mandela, Mr. Mandela had to call for revenge, which was just rape and violence and murder and kill and burn. It was an easier option. But it was the easier option than reconciliation.